All right, folks, welcome to the video. Anthony Special here with Hawkeye Traders. Want to talk about letting volume lead the way. Okay, that's what we're going to focus on in this video. I want to talk about very specifically how I identified this live and actually place trades around this information. Profitable trades, okay? Because what I'm going to show you is extraordinarily meaningful and will be meaningful throughout your trading career if you're willing to acknowledge that volume precedes price action. Okay? So it's volume, price action. You got to put those two together. It's a beautiful marriage that if you don't understand how they interact with one another, it's going to be very hard to predict what the market is likely to do next. So again, we're going to dive into live scenario here, right? This is something I actually did live. This is something I did in front of other people, so it wasn't just kind of my own thought process. This is something I dictated out loud. So I want you to first take a very close look here at this 7 a.m. candle. Okay, got a little arrow there, taking a peek at it. And we're looking at the ultra high buying volume that transpired on that very specific candle. It's 7:06 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, meaning New York Seaboard time. Okay, so you can see we have ultra high buying volume, and the candle basically opens and closes within just a few ticks of itself. The open was 83, the close was 74. I'm sorry, 87. So there was like a 4-tick kind of range there. After all that buying volume came in, only 4 ticks. That's the only advancement that was able to be made. So what does that tell me? It tells me as buyers tried to push price higher, the sellers were absorbing this energy. Okay? Inversely, as the sellers were trying to push price lower, the buyers were absorbing that energy. Ultimately, we went on to push through the lows ever so slightly, and then what I'm looking for is the retracement, right? There was a reason why when buyers pushed up here, sellers pushed back. Okay? The market, if I'm looking at it, is going from the top left towards the bottom right as I'm looking at this. Before even that data is there, right? The market is drifting lower highs, lower lows. So I want to be looking for an opportunity to trade with the overall trend. The overall trend here is short. So as you can see, 8:30, right? Just a little less than an hour and a half later, price gets driven back up here on less buying volume. Notice that this buying candle right here is about 50% of the size of the buying candle we looked at before. And also notice that this buying candle was able to close higher, meaning the body was much larger in comparison to the lack thereof within this candle. So what does that tell me? That tells me that, again, the buyers have pushed price higher. The sellers are, again, absorbing this area. You can see we failed to close above that wick, right, of this prior candle. This area here, this wick, should now be providing me with supply or resistance, with the thought process that from here, the market is likely to push lower, right? So less volume, more body, big wick on top, buyers are getting absorbed. And the market then turns around and sells off massively, okay? So in all fairness, I'll just go kind of at the base of this wick. Your total risk there was 20 ticks. Your first profit target would be at the lows here, the prior lows. That's 60 ticks. That's a 3-to-1 risk reward. And then you can see we pushed as low as 134, 135 ticks to the bottom there. Okay. Now I had called out areas to take profit during this, but knowing that you're risking 20 to retest these lows at 60, that's a 3-to-1 start, which is pretty good, guys. Okay, 3-to-1 risk reward, really good. Now, liking this, where do I want to get short? I want to get short at this high where we continue to fail to try to push above. So I can get a little bit of price improvement, maybe cutting that 20 tick risk down to 15. Okay, whatever it is. Here nor there, it was easy to identify supply because buyers aggressively have pushed into this exact same level twice and have failed to overcome it. Take profits on the way to the prior lows. Continue to take profits as you fall into your position deeper and deeper. Guys, it's that simple. This whole trade setup that I identified live and executed live was all transpired around understanding the relationship between what price action is telling me and what the volume down below is telling me. Pairing those two things together, guys, will revolutionize your trading approach. What do we do here at Hawkeye? We help you revolutionize your trading approach by pairing together our proprietary volume indicators with price action so that you can interpret exactly what I did and have a result of massive profits just like I did. So my goal for you is to click the links below this video, consume the content, reach out to myself or my concierge team at Hawkeye Traders, ask the questions that you have, and we want to put this software in your hands ASAP so that when these opportunities present themselves, you are ready and willing to capitalize on them. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, I simply ask you to like it. If you have a question, feel free to leave a comment below. I will personally answer it. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please do so you don't miss the next educational video. And if I can be of service to you in any way, of course, my contact information is below, along with my Hawkeye Concierge team. So guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. God bless, and I will see you in the next video.